Hello, FlossTube. Welcome back. This is Lourdes and Love to Boogie, Love to Stitch, and happy to see you. I think I'm a little organized today. I rotated my spot around to see if I can get better lighting. So let me know if this sucks more. I really hate the fact that you can see everything through my glasses, but that does mean the glasses are nice and clean. Anywho, whatsies. If I look out this way, I have some notes up and I'm trying out a new camera. Let me know if this is worse than last week and I can go back to my iPhone. So first of all, I want to say thank you. I had like large groupie moments. I was so excited with your comments. Thank you for being so generous. It's lovely to hear from you and to build this community. So yay us. What happened this week? I spent a lot of time going to prep meetings for my VSG surgery and just getting my cardio stress test done and other things like that. I went to PT for my thumbs. So I have a tendon issue. It happened in 2020. It kind of flared up. I couldn't use a scissor, and then it got better, and then suddenly again. So I'm getting some PT. I really feel for Sarah at Memphis Sarah, because she mentioned that she may have to have surgery. I don't know if I have the same situation she has, but for the love of God, it is tough. But I'm happy that I can still pinch and I can still cross stitch. I just need to make some little modifications and I'm good to go. Let's see. Want to talk to you a bit about the Love to Boogie, Love to Stitch. I legit love to dance. Anything, everything, any style, any party, any music, count me in. But I wanted to point out that everybody may not know where the Dominican Republic is located, and don't come at me because I don't know where countries are either. If you tell me where any of the stands are, I know there's somewhere in the Middle East, and if you tell me to point out where Sweden is, more or less I can get the right continent, but I don't know the bordering countries or anything, and I don't expect you to know either. So that being said, just want to show you, this is Dominican Republic. Let's see if we got that. Okay, let's try this side. And there we go. So this is Dominican Republic. We share the island with Haiti, and there you go. We share the island with Haiti. We are 2/3 of the island. For those of you who don't know, the island was colonized by the Spaniards and by the French, and then at some point the Pope stepped in and split the island and gave each one their halves. And of course the basis of this was there's a lot of slavery of the indigenous people, and then a lot of slaves brought over from the African continent. If you want to see where we are in perspective to like the other islands, so many have heard of Cuba. So as you can see there's Cuba, that's a really long one. There's Miami, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and then Puerto Rico is to the east of Dominican Republic. So that's where my family originates from, and I have had the pleasure of visiting Jamaica and the Bahamas, but I haven't really made it to any of the other Caribbean islands, so I think now that's going to become a little life goal. Just saying, I mean, come on, let's just island hop. So, let's see. This is the Death of Me butterfly. I have done 4 butterflies, no issues, very many issues. This butterfly has been redone at least 4 times. And at this juncture, I don't really care. It stays as it is. It is no longer going to be done one more time. It has a boo-boo. It is fine. Whatever. If you get this close to this butterfly when it's up on a wall, why? You're not here to judge it. You're here to just tell me I did a good job. Okay, thank you. I didn't do any other widths this week because what I ended up doing, as I talked to you from my shoulder, what I ended up doing was a new start. Because I don't have enough. So my new start is Dark Queen of the Earth. I showed that to you last week where I had gotten all the kit fabric for it. I'm not going to take it out of the Q-snap because it is pretty big. And so this is it. Nice start to it. This is the LaSalle. So I want to complete this month so I don't fall behind on the LaSalle. I was kind of thinking of like doing this as like my Thursday night stitch. Maybe if I put it on the schedule, it'll work better. I'm trying to see if you can get the real color. Yeah, that's pretty much the real color of it. So I'm enjoying that. I love autumn lane stitchery, so this has been a great thing. I also instituted These cards that I got from, oh Lord, I'll put it somewhere. But anyway, I bought them online, and it tells me, I also wrote what I'm missing, but it helps me keep track. I don't usually write in the back of like when I stitch and stuff. Maybe I'll do that, but I do like the fact that I can have like the fabric name and the count and stuff, because sometimes I do wonder, because I love a fabric or hate one and don't ever want to use it again, so I just need to remind myself. So that is my new start. And then wanted to talk a bit about, remember when I asked you guys, what did you think I should do for my 49th year, right? I was like, oh, maybe you guys can give me some ideas of this, that, and the other. Well, I started to go through my stash and say, okay, what are real whips and that I haven't touched in forever versus what are things that are out there that I have kitted up. So I'm going to give you a little kitted up parade. And there's a kitted up portion that has everything but the fabric. I have tons of fabric. So maybe one of these floss tubes, I'll go through my process of how I pick fabric. And, I'm a process stitcher, 1000% of it. So, and then maybe, and then there's another portion of it, like it's already kitted up, like ready to go. So for the fully kitted up, I showed you the Spain stamp last week. I had just gotten that pattern in, and this is the pattern. Let me see. I'm sure I'll show you that. This is it. I bought this because Isaac is from Spain. Scott, he is from the Canary Islands, so Tenerife to be specific. So I got all of the threads, so I have them in little floss bags. And then I am part of the Color and Cotton club for, actually this is the Crazy Annie's Fabric of the Month Color and Cotton club, and in 2021 this is the August color. It's called Over the Moon, and so I chose it. This is 18 count. I chose it for this project because I think it'll look pretty good. So maybe cut it up. I like to cut it up because the fabric is so big, and then with my thumbs it becomes too bulky to hold. So this one is one that I have a whole bunch of kits as well. So here are the kits. Here's the kit parade. So this is an actual kit from Dimensions, frog parking only. So I thought that was cute. I had a thing of frogs. This one I bought because this reminds me of one of my girlfriends from high school. She's my girlfriend for my whole life. So this is definitely her. I hope to stitch it someday and frame it and give it to her. So this is our RTO pack. It's called Glorious Women in Fabulous Places, which definitely represents my girlfriend. I don't know why this is not focusing, so just give it a minute. Let's see. I'm going to do it over here because when I do it over there, it unfocuses, and yeah, God helps. This is one I kitted up myself. It's missing. Actually, I'm going to move to the other pack because it doesn't quite qualify. Actually, the rest of these don't qualify. Oh, here's one. Yeah, this is obvious what this is. If you have a phone and you send emojis, you may have used this one at some point. Hopefully YouTube doesn't pick that one to be the picture of the thing, because that would be priceless. So I'm going to go through the rest of them. These Tentini fabric, and yeah, I no longer know what I did with my organizing, so I'm just going to go for it. This is by Heartstring Sampling, Being Mine with Scorn. I have all of the threads. I keep them in here. They're beautiful. I need to just pick a fabric. So, but I have a fabric stash, so that'll be happening soon. This one is Sunflower Farm from Twin Peak Primitives, and I think that this has all the fabric as well. I mean, all the floss, but I need to pick the fabric. So I did Bitty Barnes, and by the way, what I did with that one, I did change some of the colors to go to whatever blues I had or turquoises colors I needed. So this one I picked the fabric for the next month, which is winter. And this is from my Fabric of the Month Club. I want to say this is from Stitch Me. I don't know. I'll put it in my thingy. So I get It's an ornament fabric size, but it was the right size for this project, so I'm gonna do that. This one is Blackberry Lane Designs. Baby, it's cold outside, so first of all, just want to show you that I picked a purple that's similar to that, but let me get it out so you can actually see the pattern. This is super cute. Here you go. I love it, and I do not have any of the flosses pulled yet. It calls for DMCs, so I'm sure I have enough in my stash, and then I already have the fabric for it. So these are kind of like partially kitted, I guess. So this is Spring and Summer from Bitty Barnes. Obviously, I have the full set. So this one, I have the fabric for spring picked out already, so you can see it there. And then I already have the threads all pulled as well. This one is one that I want to make for a friend of mine, and I'm not going to show it because in case she sees this video. Okay, moving right along. This is another kitted one. Let's see, who's it from? It is from It Stitch, and it's 4 seasons of life. And this came with the full kit. It came with Ada and all of the threads. So I'm gonna just go with what it came with. Dreaming of Frida by Barbara Ann Designs. I do not have the pattern in here, but I know there's Dreaming of Frida. And then I have all of the colors all picked out in the fabric. And this is a Dot Goose Designs bag. So I saw it on this blue fabric on Instagram. Someone had it, and I thought it was really cool. I thought I liked the colors. I'm a little afraid that one of these blues is going to kind of get lost here. I just got to see where that blue goes and see if there's a possibility it won't get lost. So. But I think that would be pretty. It's also one of my favorite colors. So these need fabric. I have all of the threads, and but I just need to pick the fabric. And I have been in the Shannon Christine Designs Christmas Club a few years in a row, and her Halloween Club. So I haven't finished any of them. So this is club number 3, and then this is from club number 2, and pretty. So they're all gorgeous. I really want to stitch them all. I want to stitch them as individuals instead of all on one, so that I can put them out in a dough bowl that I bought. I was inspired by I will get her name. So this is another one. So these are super cute. I think they're still available on her website. They're all PDFs, so there might be a few more that I'm missing. And I have these all in a container store bag that I bought. Way more expensive than the ones you buy on Amazon, but it has like a different feel to it. So, and this was me experimenting to see if I could keep track of like what's in the bag, so I didn't have to open each one. It's kind of working out, so I think I'm going to continue doing that and adding these little tags to it, so you can't always tell. This one is Girl with a Book. Okay, people, I have started. I'm not even going to go there. Yeah, I am going to go there. I will tell you, this is one of the cross stitches I've been wanting to do for at least a decade. And then I started it in 2020, and before I realized or understood about counts and measuring and all these other fascinating things, and I was like, nope, that's not going to work. So ditched it, and I'm going to restart it again. So this is Girl with a Book. That is my little needle minder. I got the pattern at least 15 years ago from Solaria Gallery. It is a PDF, and it is a whopper. And so I'm looking forward to restarting this one. It's full coverage, and I have a reading spot in my house, and what I hope to do is stitch it, frame it, and put it out above my reading. I'm reading a series, the Immortal series by Crossley Cole. I'll put it in the notes, and a friend of mine recommended it. It's like, again, don't come at me, okay? I will read Tolstoy someday again, or Dickens again. I did that in high school and college. Like, don't come at me. But this one is about werewolves and vampires and fairies and valkyries and all kinds of different mystical beings all living with us right now. So I find it fascinating, really enjoying it. It's a great series. I'm up to book 11, and each book is just distinct from each other, but there's a common thread. So love it. I told you before, anything with a series. This was super cool, cute. I found this on Etsy. Is Les Princesses de Mal, the Princesses of Evil, and I thought was legit cute. So I'm thinking, as I wrote here, of using murky fabric on it. I think that would be cool instead of white. And I have all of the colors. Holy Mother of God. Okay, so I got all the colors. I just need to pull out the murky and cut it up. I think I have murky 14 count, which is lovely to stitch on. It's so soft. It's by Picture This Plus. It is like legit delicious. Okay, going on. This is a So Much to Love bag. I was in her club last year. I cannot say enough about them. They're just freaking beautiful. If you don't mind not being able to see what's inside, legit gorgeous. And they feel yummy. I have washed them and ironed them because I have dogs, and So this is Tiny Modernist, Your Own Kind of Beautiful. Look how pretty. I love all those colors. So I just need to pick some fabric for it, but I have all of the floss. I mean, come on. Look at all of those colors. Those colors are gorgeous. Like, that's going to be so much fun. I definitely lean towards more things that have vibrant colors, or I believe, I don't really know what primitive style means. So anyone who knows the definition of that, I guess I can Google it. I'll Google it. Don't feel like you have to do my work for me. But I don't tend to gravitate towards it. Some things I do, but it depends. Like it's just whatever. I like what I like. So there you go. Okie dokie. This one is a Teresa Covert, and I think I pronounced her name right. And it's Wilbur, and Wilbur's so cute. This is just a photocopy, so I know the pattern lives in where my patterns live. But this is adorbs, and then this is all of the threads. I mean, I created my own floss drop. I had a lot of scrapbook paper, so I started to become creative with my scrapbook paper. But this is them, so cute and pretty. I really like them. So I'm looking forward to doing that one. Again, it's like I'm surprised that I like any of them. Of course I like them all. Of course I want to do them soon. I wouldn't have kitted them if I didn't. Silly. Okay. This is Shannon Christine Designs. And it's beginning to look like Christmas. I need to, it's a PDF, so this is just a printout of it. And I just need to pick the fabric out. And that'll be ready to go. Now, you see, guys, what I'm telling you about, maybe my goal for the 49th year of my life is to just actually start all of these. Maybe what I can focus on is picking the fabric now, and then in January, just start them. I mean, forget about finishing, but maybe just start them, right? I don't believe in that whole concept of no new starts. It's half the fun. Why would I stop myself? This is a hobby, not a job. So don't believe in that. I'm all about let's start it. So moving right along, this is Erica Michaels. Erica Michaels Liberty Games. Really pretty. Again, I started to play around with floss drops and created some of my own and do what I have to do with them. So this is the floss drop. This is a design that I want to stitch, and so I made them into little floss drop cards, printed them on my computer, and that's pretty. So anyone who's doing this one, my question was, are the grids backstitch? That's what it looks like to me in the design. But I really want to make them crosses. Like, I don't know. But obviously, designer knows best, but I don't know about that. So you'll soon learn that I am not a fan of back stitching. Although once I start doing it, I'm like, oh my god, this is so easy. Why don't you like to do this? Stop being a baby. Do it. And then I realized, yep, next project, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Okay, this is Satsuma Street, Duology. This is a photocopy, a really horrible one. So, yeah, sorry. Maybe back here. You can sort of see it through all the lines. And it has beautiful colors. Here are the colors. They're all in together. So I'm going to do those as individual little ones. So there's actually 4 projects in one. And I think I'm going to do them in one of the Color and Cotton Adas that I received. By the way, the Color and Cotton Ada. Who knew? That is so soft and yummy. That it feels like it's even weave. It's really, really surprising, and I did not expect to like it. So pleasantly pleased. This is Sunnyside Sampler, which I believe Stitchy Marie is doing as part of a sal with some friends. So I will be post sal because I'm not in that sal with them. But who knows? Maybe I'll jump in and they won't even know that I'm there in the background, just like stitching. Anyway, so this is Sunnyside Sampler. I think it's freaking adorable. And I got all of the threads. The only thing is everyone like this? Like, I have a thing about, see how much white is in that house? Yeah. White stitches. But we'll do it. But white stitches also. Right up there with back stitching. Like when I see something that has like snow and it has like half the canvas is snow, I'm like, yeah, maybe that's not the project for me. Again, not work. This is supposed to be fun. So that is that section. Oh, nope, I lied. I'm such a liar. There's more. Okay. This is Country Cottage Needleworks. Afternoon in London. I have the whole series. There's Afternoon in London, there's Afternoon in New York, and Afternoon in Paris. And I have all the called for, and I just need to pick out my fabric. I want to do this, and I'm still debating how I'm going to do it. So first, let me show you. Oh gosh, is it even the abundance of colors that this project takes? This project is color rich, definitely, and you'll see why in a minute. So definitely interesting. This is, I got this on Etsy. It is the Inside Out poster. And I love this portion. So I don't know if I want to do that, and I don't even know. But then I'm like, I like her hair, so I'm always like backwards here. I like her hair, but that's a lot of black stitching. So I don't know. I'm going to start with the colors. I'm going to start, do all the characters, and then figure out if I want to do the surrounding. But what do you think? Should I just suck it up and do the whole thing and do the inside out, or what? So that's that one. Hello. Okay, moving on. Sleepy Hollow Lodge is fully kitted, and here we go. And I have the fabric, which apparently I chose Summer Khaki Joblin Even Weave 28 count. It might be the called for, because I don't know how I would have chosen this. Yep, it's the called for. So I'm going to try this. I have all of the colors. No, I do not. Or maybe I do. Yes, I do. So here are the colors. A few are missing. They're in my other bag. So that is going to be here. I think I've had this kitted for a while. I just feel like this takes attention, to pay attention to it, and it's not something I can rush. Not that I rush through any of them. By the way, this is a So Much to Love Halloween bag. Super cute. Always wear her little thing. And then this is my little tag. Me and my sister love snooping. Love Snoopy. What happened was, when my sister was like in second grade, the teacher recommended that she receive additional reading materials, and so we were receiving as children the Snoopy books, hardcover every month. She received a new one, and I'm 3 years younger than her, so anything that's her was mine, and I just loved reading it too, and so we just really enjoyed it, and that was it. Okay, you guys gonna laugh? Oh, yep. This is I'm in the Little Red Riding Hood Sal. And so this is the everything. I ordered the full pack. It comes with the fabric. You can't really tell what that fabric is. It's picture this plus 28-pound spice color. And so, pardon me, I haven't even taken it out of here. Maybe I didn't. But it was really good and put it back in. So you can see the modeling, right? Isn't that pretty? It's a little rough to feel, but it's really pretty. So I have that Sal, and I will, again, I love things that have series, Sals, anything like that. I'm a sucker for them. You have my number. Just let me know of one I'm not in. Just happy to join. So that's this. And I got that from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And it's the Little Red Riding Hood Parade Club. So that's adorable. This is another So Much to Love bag. It's adorable. I love the pumpkins. I just love the color. And this one is, oh, yes. I've seen this everywhere. Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. This is going to be amazing. Like, I've seen everyone stitching this. This is just epic. And I have all of the colors. I went ahead and purchased all of the colors through 1-2-3 Stitch, and I supplemented with some I had in my own bag. And I just need to pick the fabric. That's really the only thing pending there. So we'll see that one started in 2023, because now we've decided that this is what we're going to do. We're going to start all of these. That's going to be our thing. This bag is, I have no clue from who. It's a Christmas bag, although I have a Halloween thing in it. But it's a Christmas bag, and I got it somewhere on Etsy, maybe Instagram. I could, if you really want to know, I can look it up. Just let me know. And I have a thing for owls, and so this is Owls of October version 2. Excuse, there's something there blocking that. I just don't want to crinkle. So love the colors. No, it's not going to focus on me ever again, but it has like purples and oranges, and just really pretty. I am planning to do this one on 32 count vintage country mocha Belfast. So it has a little bit of modeling on it, and I have the call for colors. My sister is really good at like, it has that call for color, then I'm gonna go do something else and pick different colors. I am not that good at that. I think I'm starting to experiment a little bit, but I don't trust my ability to pick colors. Whatever. Again. Oh, this one, so in one of these you'll see I have either Country Cottage or Little House Needleworks has these monthly, one little house for a month, and I was doing those last year every Friday. At some point fell off, and then the idea was like, it didn't matter if I didn't finish it, I would just touch that same house. Let's say I was working on August, I would touch it in August of next year. And so I was doing that for a while, fell off that wagon, and then I saw Pam on Just Keep Stitching do this last year as her monthly sale, and of course her stitching is just gorgeous. But this is the I'll Be Home series, all the cottages in one, by Twin Peak Primitives, and the colors here don't do it justice. So I have all the colors in a bag. I ordered floss bags so I can organize them. That's half the fun. And I have to pick the fabric for it. So that'll be something then. The whip parade continues of kits, not even of starts, just things that have prepped. This one is this is the Shannon Christine Designs Halloween Club 2021. And I did start this one, but so I'll show you what I have, the progress I have on this one. And this is on Picture This Plus Murky. So this one I more or less finished. Something's missing from here. So something's missing. I'll figure out where it is, and then that'll be done. I like the murky, definitely. Also super yummy soft. And then a horrible start to the second one. So not much there whatsoever. This has been here since last Halloween, so I'm sure I will pull it out. So I guess this is a whip instead of being in the, I don't know what pile. Gotta move it over to the popular pile. I have a lot of Mirabilias or Nora Corbett's patterns prepped to go. I fell in love with her work at least 15 years ago, way before I even started to cross stitch, and so definitely love it. Here is I printed it and just washi taped it onto the list of flosses I needed to get. So that is what it is. I need to choose the fabric. I have all the colors. All the colors are here, and the beads and all the knick-knack paddywhack stuff. So, but you'll see a few more of memorabilia as we go along in both my starts, both in to be started whips, 0 finishes. Okay. This is Rosewood Manor Plum Tree Cottage. This is just a copy of the cover. Definitely does not do it justice. And I have the fabric and the threads. Just show you them all together. Ta-da! And that's going to be on 32 count Platinum Lubana. And it's ready to go. Rosewood Manor is just so pretty. I really enjoy it. Got that. I hope you got water, man. I should have told you from the beginning. Get some water, get a coffee, pause, go get vodka, wine, whatever. No judgment here. 0 judgment here. This is the lady who creates kits. That's basically what my new title is. Lady who creates kits, likes to dance, and does a little bit of cross stitching. This is Nikki's Creations Primitives, Halloween vibes, and I have a light Ada picked out for it, and I have all of the colors. So we'll go from that. What's your thing? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My computer just decided to go dark. We'll see if this works or not. So what's your thing? Do you kit them all up and then do them at some point? Do you not kit them at all and then you just, when you're ready to go, you go? Or are you like me, who enjoy the process? And I obviously enjoy the putting it together part. When I go through haul, I just want to share that Isaac had a very funny comment about it, and I think it applies to this. None of this is sponsored by any company. It is sponsored by my hard-earned money, my own wallet. So I have the Caterpillar Stitch Cross Stitch Adventure Weights. It's a kit. I'm going to use the call for everything that they brought in the kit, so it's adorable. And then the kit comes with all the floss this way. So super cute, super cool. There we go. This is a Dimensions kit, and I popped it out of the bag, which is why it's in one of these bags. And I think I saw Brenda from Handwork Maniac do this, and that's what inspired me. This is Dimensions kit Victorian Charm. So That's really pretty. I love houses. I love Victorian houses. And it comes with everything, including the fabric, which I am terrified of. It is a dark blue, guys. Let's see if these eyes can manage that. But I think hers was gorgeous. She does such beautiful stitching. So I will hope for the same result. And we have just a few more here, and then we'll be done with this section. Caterpillar stitch, Hello Pumpkin. I showed you Hello Sunshine last week, so I like that, and so I bought that one. And then I also did the Touch of Magic Sal. So I have the kit to start the sal. They already started sending them out, so it comes with everything in the kit. Just her kits are always so awesome. This is another. Nope, I lied. These are two. This is from Madame Chantilly, and this is Cats in the Rain. I have everything for it, including the fabric. And let me show you. This is Cats in the Rain. I think that this was one of the Expo's products. And then the other one is Autumn by Madame Chantilly as well. And for this one, I need to find the fabric. I don't have the fabric yet. But I think the gray that I showed you earlier from Country Cotton might be a good one. Also, guys, I don't know if any of you are in your late 40s, but what is up with the getting acne at 40? Like, I thought I already paid my dues. I thought I paid all my dues when I was a teenager. Thank you so much. You can take this back. Just saying. No need. Okay, and here's our very last one. And this is another DMC kit. And it is from Merijika? I think I got that wrong. Okay, first of all, this is from, can't read with glasses on. Buckleberry's Quilts is the name of the bag maker. Let's see if we can get focused. There we go. And then it's Winter House. It's in yellows. Let me take that out of this. That's reflective. It's in really pretty. It's a kit. Comes with everything. I can't get it out of the bag. There we go. It's a kit. Comes with everything in it. And it's an Ada. I may change the Ada to the cotton color and cotton Ada just because it's way softer. So this is the stuff, some, if not all of the stuff that I have partially kitted, and this doesn't count all of the charts that I have not kitted up. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to now show you my finishes because I gotta finish. So I have a finish. Yay! Also, I found previous finishes across the years. So I thought I would show you them all because they're not that many. I don't know the name of all these patterns. I have no details whatsoever available, but I thought I would show you. So here, first of all, is the finish of this week. And this is, I showed it to you last week, Biddy Barnes. This is Biddy Barnes. You can't see the modeling too well. This is Biddy Barnes Autumn. And fun quick stitch. There we go. It didn't take me too long. Look how pretty. Didn't take me too long. Super excited about it. So yay. And that is my small giveaway for the retreat I'm going to in Asheville from Anabella's shop. I'll put a link in the box. I think she's gonna have another one, not in Asheville, but another like winter one. So you can check that one out. This you can check out the details on my Instagram if you're interested. This one I did over the summer, and it's a small, and it was called Deft Blue. Instead of using the call for colors, I used a sulky variegated thread. I wanted something that was going to be easy to stitch. I didn't want to have to be changing colors, and I just wanted to just be like, pull the thread and go. So did this, and I have the name of this. If you're interested in the name of this fabric, I do have it somewhere else. This is my very, 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 very first finish. And there should be like 2 more of these because I framed them, and look at the hot mess in the back. Oof, I'm a lot better than that now. But I remember doing this, and look, I only did half the back stitching because I told you guys I don't like doing back stitching. But I remember doing this over Christmas when I lived in Orlando. This is over 15 years ago. So, and then last Christmas, I finished this one. This is a Prairie Schooler Santa. Don't remember which year this Santa is from. This is how I keep track of where's the top of my fabric when I put in the Q-snap for the very first start, just to ensure that I don't go in the wrong direction. And my stitches are crappy, a little bit inconsistent from a tension perspective, like you can tell when you look at down here, but I don't really care. It's beautiful, it's mine. So, yep. And then last summer, I did this one. I'm pretty sure this is from Tiny Modernist, but I'm not sure. Life is a Ride. And I just realized I didn't finish this one because I didn't finish the spokes. So, but I think I was just done. I called this done. So your life is a ride because you're riding a bike that doesn't have all the spokes. How about that? That's what that is. So those are my finishes. Look at me having a finish. To be honest though, there's only one finish this week, and that was that one. Everything else I have is way far from being finished. So enjoy this moment, please, people. Enjoy it, because I enjoy seeing your finishes, and I hope you enjoy watching my progress. So I'm going to show you haul, and then this has been way longer than I expected today. So haul has been fun. I'm going to go through them. Let me move things up here. Let me stop. So haul, let's go for it. I was in Orlando the week before last, and I had not unpacked my suitcase, so this is technically a haul from when I was there. I went with my sister to Michael's, I think, nope, it was Hobby Lobby, and I was able to find this, which I have been looking for a while. This is the DMC, shows you all the colors. Sometimes I'm looking to see like, hey, they called for blah blah, and let me see if I have something else in my stash that would work. And I think that this is going to help me try to be a little bit more creative, or at least create if I want to be as creative as my sister, completely pull out and do new things. I also am a sucker for stickers, so got these little sticky bites, which were little doggies. Then this one I'm actually thinking of sending to a friend of mine who loves owls, so that's cute. And then I liked this one as well. Then I ordered from JetPens. If you've never ordered from JetPens, they have some really cool stuff. It's based in Japan, and so I was preparing for my 2023 planning, and I got 2 Hobonichi weeks, and I'll show you more about that once I start planning them out. And then I got a Hobonichi Cousin book in English edition, so this is what it looks like. Just and I'll show you a bit more once I figure out what I'm going to do with this one as well. And I got a cover that goes with it, so it's about that. It's like a vinyl cover, and it'll cover that Hobonichi Cousins. One funny thing about it is that they send you with the receipt, they send you a funny little cartoon, which cracked me up because I have a pack of pens, as you can see right there. So from Crazy Annie's, I received I'm in the Cottage Garden, A Year in the Woods. So I received the Woodpecker. And then I also received my Country Cottage Needleworks Nutcracker Village next installment, also from Crazy Annie's. This side better, nope, not that, yeah. And then completely randomly, not expected, I received this book, which as you can tell, I've already marked up some of the things. I received this book. And so I'm going to just show you some of the ones that are interesting. I did not order this book, and so I'm now going to pay for the book. But like this Ho 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 was really cute. Let's see. Some of these. This, can you recognize her? Barbara Ann Design. Absolutely. I have a few of her designs, so I love that cat. Thought that was adorable. It is Winter Wonderland. So definitely going to keep the book. We'll be paying the company that sent it to me. This is from the cover. So nice bunch of Christmas items. No idea where you can get this, but yeah, it was sent to me, and I'll be paying for it. Oh, here's the back cover. You can see some of the other things that I have inside. It's really cool. That one's whoops. This one's really cute too. That's a lot of yellow, but that's the concept of all. It reminds me of The Great Gatsby. And then when I was with my sister, I lie. I went to Hobby Lobby here when I came home, and I started my crafting love by crocheting. And we crocheted on very, very thin cotton and nylon, and created lots of things with it, not only doilies. So I saw this, which is a variegated one, and then this one, and I'm like, I can do something. So bought it, gonna add it to the stash, and then look for some patterns, and maybe if my thumbs continue to act up and I need to take a little break from cross stitching, I can maybe do my crocheting instead. I bought a random piece of leather. No plans for it, but it reminds me of a little leather wallet that a friend of mine gifted me, because a friend of hers used to make leather wallets, and I have a really worn out leather pouch that I thought maybe I can disassemble and use patch it with this one. And then for a future finish, I thought this might be a good item to have. So there you go. I think this is it. I want to thank you all. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you for letting me babble and to myself, and I hope you get some stitching in, but please get some dancing in, okay? You take care. Talk soon. Bye.
Aí, me mandou ele,